Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do a really short video on mainly the TamaSuku, because I realized I haven't really made a video about it since I got it, except for a short that I made I think a couple years ago. But I did want to show you guys around the TamaSuku a little bit, but primarily I did want to share some of the translations for some things on the TamaSuku, because recently I've started learning some hiragana, and for those who don't know, hiragana is one of the three main Japanese alphabets, and it is primarily one of the alphabets used on Tamagotchis, because it is one of the easier alphabets to learn, which is why I learned it fairly quickly. And I can put a link down in the description to a guide that I used to learn hiragana if you guys want to learn it too, so that you can understand your tamas better. Obviously I only know the kana, or the characters, so far. I don't really know any words, and I don't really know how to, like translate stuff from Japanese to English and vice versa. But I did find some words on this device, and I ran them through Google Translate, and I searched them up on Google so that I could find out the meanings. And it has made the TamaSuku a much more enjoyable device for me, at least. So I'm putting this out there in case anyone else feels the same, and like if you can understand your device, you're obviously gonna have a lot more fun with it. So yeah, I just wanted to share some of the translations that I found really quickly, and I have kind of been learning a little bit more Japanese from this device, and I also have an entama on the way, so if you guys want, I could also try to translate some stuff off of that, but bear in mind, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I'm a beginner, obviously, and I don't know that much Japanese. I only know hiragana and just the characters of that, so everything that I say or I've found is a result of what Google has told me when I search up the word, or Google Translate has told me when I translated the word. So if any native Japanese speakers, or anyone who knows more Japanese than I do, which is to say pretty much everyone else who knows Japanese, yeah, if anyone wants to correct me on any of my translations or anything that I say, feel free to in the comments below, or if anyone has any tips for me, also feel free to put those in the comments below. Let's get started. So the primary reason I'm making this video is for stuff like this. So this word on the blackboard had been kind of tormenting me for a few days, and that is because, I don't know if you guys can see, it is like, so it's one thing to kind of like learn the characters and like how to draw them and how to recognize them on sight. I don't really like know how to draw them all from memory, but I did memorize all of them, the hiragana and what they look like, and I can recognize them on sight. But see, what's difficult about that is I learned all of them from like a site, so like when I draw them, it looks different than it does on this device where it has like pixels. So the tiniest like change in pixels, or like little extra pixel line on the side, can mean a completely different character than it would without it. So that is why this thing on the blackboard has caused me so much anguish over the past couple days, but I did finally figure it out. So on first glance, it might look pretty easy to decipher, right? If anyone else knows hiragana, or if you know hiragana, it might be pretty easy to be like, oh, that's so easy. That's just kaketashi, right? But it's not kaketashi, because I put in kaketashi in Google, and I put it in Google Translate, and I was like, that does not make any sense. How does that make any sense with the context that this is a classroom or anything? And also I searched to see if anyone else knew what it meant, and I couldn't really find anything about it. I looked on mimichi.com. They have a really great TamaSuku guide over there, but they said that the board meant like able-bodied or something like that. I don't exactly remember, but they did say that the board said something else that didn't really make sense in a classroom scenario. So I was looking at theirs and I was looking at mine. I was like, neither of these really make that much sense. So it was really stressing me out for the past couple of days. Obviously not like stressing me out, but you know, you get it. So I was like super set on like, I need to find out what this means. So I took a closer look, I think a couple nights ago, because if you have a TamaSuku, you know that when the school closes at the end of the day, which I believe is 10 p.m., they turn off all the lights in the school. And so when they turn off all the lights, the blackboard colors get inverted. So right now, as you can see, it is white text on the blackboard. But when the lights turn off, it becomes black text on the whiteboard, I'm pretty sure. So it gets a lot easier to see, at least for me. So from that, I was able to figure out that this character right here, which I thought was ta, and it does look a lot like ta, is not actually ta, it is da. So I was able to figure that out because, like, if you can see those little 2 pixels right there, they changed the entire sign from ta to da, because that is the sign for Rakuten, and I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right, but I can put it on the screen now. It is basically like 2 little like apostrophes pretty much, and it does change, like it's a variation of the takana. I'm not really sure if I'm explaining it right. I'm pretty sure someone who's native Japanese can explain it a lot better than I can, but it does change the way that the kana is pronounced, so, and it does change the word entirely. So instead of kaketashi, which is what I thought that it was, it's actually kakedashi. And I ran that through Google Translate, and I was so happy to discover it does indeed have a meaning. It basically means like novice level or beginner level. And that makes so much more sense than what I thought, because the level that I'm at right now, it's one above, like the one that you start out with. So you originally start with a really, really, really tiny blackboard that's like this big. And then once you level up, your blackboard gets bigger, right? So I'm still not like medium level yet, but I am a level higher. So my blackboard expanded, so now I'm at the novice level. So I'm like not quite at like a higher level yet, but I'm at the novice level. I was so happy when I figured that out. I just really wanted to share that, because like no one else that I know even like speaks Japanese or a little bit, or has that as many Tamagotchis as I do. So I really wanted to share that. And also I can kind of run you guys through the menus. Obviously I don't have that many translations for you guys, because obviously I'm not fluent in Japanese. Everything I say, again, Google Translate. But I did want to kind of show you guys what I found and what I've been able to read from all the menus and stuff. So up here, this is what I thought was like, I didn't think that much of it. I just thought it's like, basically, if you know Tamagotchis, you know, it's like normally you have to feed them and like clean them and take care of them and stuff. And also like give them snacks to keep them happy. So I kind of thought that that's what this was, obviously, but in this device you don't feed them or anything, so I didn't really know exactly what this word was talking about. I kind of thought it was just like, oh, your classroom status or something like that, but I did translate it. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it says ninki, which I think translates to popularity. So that means how popular your class is. So you want to keep the hearts on like as much as they can be by playing a lot of games with your students and stuff. So I was about to say your children, but I was like, that's not right. And then this one, this was also pretty easy for me. This one says kaito, if I'm not mistaken, and that means students. So you have 16 students in your class, which I also thought was pretty cool. Or is that Seito? I'm sorry, I think it's Seito. I messed up. Anyway, this one is just, I'm pretty sure, names of tamas. This was also pretty easy for the most part. This little part right here is in katakana. So, yeah, I don't really know what that says. But considering that's the same for all the students, I'm guessing that just means student or like kid or something like that. But for the names, it is pretty simple, and most of them are kind of similar, obviously, because if you have Tamagotchis, you know that the names of the tamas always end in chi. So like right now, some of you guys might already know, this is Ichigochi, obviously. And this is Kuchipachi, and there's a couple more characters. We have a lot of familiar faces. Memechi, you guys know him. And then over here we have the games. So this one, I'm still not really sure what it means. I did translate it, and it says moji moji, and I checked and I googled and I really don't know what that means, so I may be translating it wrong, or maybe there's like a variation that I'm not aware of, but if anyone knows what this one says, that would be helpful. I did search, and like moji by itself means character, and considering that this is a crossword puzzle, that makes a lot of sense, but moji doesn't really seem to have a concrete meaning, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong and it does mean something. If you guys know what that says, please comment down below. And right here, this one, I was very happy when I figured this one out. So in this game, basically, to provide some context, I can show you guys. Basically, what you need to do is there's students that come in and you have to give them books. So this is a student, and you give them books, and then occasionally there's going to be thieves that come in and try to steal the books, and you don't want to give books to the thieves. So that's basically this whole game. And I was like, okay, so this has to do something with books, obviously. So I read the characters in this. So this says To Shi Yo Kan. And I was like, I mean, obviously I might have written one of those wrong, but you know, anyway, I put it through Translate and it means library. And I was like, that's a very fitting name for this. Anyway, if I mess up reading one of the characters, you guys know. Oopsie, I told you guys I'm not that good at this yet. Anyway, this one again, I wasn't able to figure out because some of the characters in this, I don't really know what they are. Like, for example, this one and this one. And also, I'm pretty sure that one is kanji, which I don't know. But obviously, there are some katakana mixed in here with the hiragana and occasionally a little bit of kanji, I think. So, obviously, those two I don't know. So, whatever's hiragana, most likely I can read it. Other than that, I don't really know that much. But this one I was able to translate. This one is a bit long, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that it says Shin-yo-kin ha ko, I believe, if I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly. And that does translate to piggy bank, which makes a lot of sense if you have played the game before, because it is literally a piggy bank. That's what the entire game. So that I was like, oh, that's so clever when I googled it and translated it. Anyway, moving on to the science section. This one is so long, and like I was able to translate this part, but I couldn't finish what the name of it was because I don't know what this character is right here. Like I don't know what that is. I thought that it might be you, but I don't think that that's right because you doesn't really look like that character. So I'm guessing that's either in kanji or katakana. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know so I can translate it properly. But I was able to translate this one. This one I think is Jisuken, I'm pretty sure. Again, I might be wrong, but I know the translations. I might be pronouncing them wrong at the moment, but I do know the translations because I searched them beforehand. But translation for this one is experiment, which is pretty fitting, again, if you've played the game, because it is literally just kind of dropping vials into a pot, like little chemicals. And you're just experimenting to see what works and what doesn't. And occasionally a little vial with some bad stuff, yeah, like that, and you don't want to pour that in there. So that's basically what that whole game is. And I thought that was pretty cool. It's pretty charming. Anyway, this is the connection screen. So a lot of these characters I don't recognize, so if anyone knows what these mean, again, please comment down below. Anyway, over to this screen. So I was able to translate most of this. I think I'm not going to say all of them because I don't really think I have time, but so this one, like I translated it, but I didn't really understand what it meant in this context because I'm pretty sure this translates to normal, and I didn't really understand what they mean by normal. I'm assuming it means like normal items with context. Anyway, this one means season. So I went to the shop to see like maybe there's a correlation there, and it is the two same categories. It is normal and season. So this is the normal items. This is like stuff you can get for your classroom, and over here is seasonal stuff. So this little guy, so I don't know if you guys recognize this little guy, but when you use this item, it does do like a kind of like a weather animation. So I'm assuming this guy has something to do with weather. I did translate the name of it, I'm pretty sure, but I have forgotten it by this point, but I can show you the little animation. It is very cute. So my main student he's got an umbrella and the sun is shining outside. and now he gets points in math. So I'm guessing he was trying to like measure when the sun will come out or when the rainbow will start or something like that. But again, I don't know, so take everything with a little grain of salt. Anyway, so that was pretty fun to I did translate these with while I was talking to someone, and I just kept making like, whoa, what is that? And like stuff like that. So that was pretty fun. I've had a lot of fun over the last few days translating this device. Obviously I can't use this one yet, not really sure why. I gotta check the Mimichi guide for that one. Anyway, and this is stuff you can buy. I already showed you guys this, so it ups your points in different subject areas, and this one is kind of like a random chance to get something good, to get like hearts, so that you can up your hearts up here. In case you don't want to play any games, you got somewhere to be. That's normally what I do when I have somewhere to be. And this is the attention icon for if your Tama ever needs anything, or like your Tama, your students, if they need anything, they'll raise their hand. And occasionally like a dialogue will pop up if they're asking you something. A couple dialogues have happened. I did take like pictures and stuff. I took so many pictures. I got like a really long dialogue. Unfortunately, a lot of them were blurry, which stinks. I couldn't really read most of it. I was able to translate a couple words, but together they didn't really make sense. They didn't really make sense without context because I didn't know what the rest of the words meant. I am gonna continue to to study more hiragana and like obviously deepen my understanding. If you guys want more videos like this and you want me to do a little bit more, try to translate some things to the best of my ability, please let me know. I've got my entama coming, I think either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, so I'm really excited for that. I don't know, and I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions for me, please put it down in the comments below. I will put a hiragana learning guide in the description, and I will also put a TamaSuku guide on mimichi.com in the description for anyone who wants those, or if anyone is interested in learning hiragana like me. But yeah, I think that's it. So this is kind of a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, and it's low-key just me yapping the entire time. But anyway, if anyone made it to the end of this, which I don't think that they did, but if you did, thank you for watching, and comment down below what other videos you want to see, or correct me for the many errors I've probably made during this video. Anyway, thanks guys, bye.